Hello, welcome back to I Know How To. If you're looking to build practical and tech and data skills, you're in the right place. Today, I'm going to cover ways to format using colors, labels, and font in Tableau. Now, in the previous video, I did do a graph using Tableau to find the highest producing sales rep in the region. I was given some data, and this is the graph that I built in the previous video. I did use a calculated field to get the total sales, but now we're going to see what we can do to make this graph easier to read using format. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play around with the colors. So I'm going to pull my column straight to the colors. And the way you do that, you drag, you press control, and I'm going to drop it right into my color block because I want every single rep to have their own color. I like the way that looks, but I might want to use a different color palette. So if you click on colors, you can edit the colors and you will see a lot of different color palettes you can choose from. And I think I'd like to go with the colorblind one. Let me see. Do I like that? I'm going to try something else. I'm going to see if there's something more visually appealing to me. I think I'm going to go with the gray panel. Looking at all my options. Nah, I don't like that. I think I'm going to go back to the colorblind. I'm indecisive about my colors. Can't believe I'm spending this much time on picking a color. Superficial, winter. Purple, gray, pink, gray. Colorblind. I don't know where that colorblind option went. Let me scroll up. There it is. I'll just stick with that. Okay, sorry it took so long to find a color. Okay, so now I'm going to drag my total sales to color because I want my total sales to be in color too. So we're going to again drag and press control. And I'm going to send that to colors as well. Well, this way you can see as the darker colors are the colors where there was more a higher sale, and then the other color changes it if there's least amount of sales. I don't know if I like that. So I think I'm going to get rid of that. And I think I'm going to go back to the rep colors. I think I like that. Anyway, so I want to go back to that, just playing around, seeing what I can do. Okay, now I'm going to look for ways to make the information easier to read by region. So I'm going to use the color bars to color by region. So I'm going to take the region, hold down the shift and drag. Okay, great. I like this better. So now the colors are by region. And I like that a lot better. So moving on. So now, as you can see, the labels are not on each bar. And so you kind of got to drag the line over or hover over it to see what the total sales actual number is. And to make that a little better, I'm going to add the numbers right on the bars. So to do that, I could just take the total sales and drag it on top of label. Great. So now I have the actual total sitting actually on the bar, so you don't have to work hard to, to find the actual total amount. All right, now, so now we can see the text in the label. So let's go ahead and right click the labels. All right, click inside. Let me see. I want to now play around with, I want to play around with the labels and the text size. So after adding the cells, to view the text in the label, if it's too large, you can right click, mark the label as always show. So that's good to know. So let me see where I do that. And a lot of this I am just, so this one you mark the label as always show if the total was too long. Okay, so that's good to know. So now I'm going to format the text. Worksheet pane, Tableau, rows, columns. All right. So right here, view the data, format the data, mark the label, and then take trend lines, show the trend, drop lines. And what does this do? So here we can format the data here on the total. Oh, this would be nice to do. So for numbers, let's make it currency. Great. Or custom. I think I want to do one decimal place. And I want to stay in the thousands. Yeah, that looks a lot better. I like the way that looks. And then for my font, I think I want to do a font size of 12. Great. I like that. So now I'm going to right click in here and I'm going to format, edit the access because I want to change this to 12 as well. Okay. This total sale. I'm just going to make sure I got one space in there for sales. So that looks good. Nice. Great. So the font here, make sure that's 12. And I want to make sure that this is currency as well. Edit, access. Okay, we got to make sure we don't click pane. Edit, access. And now here I want to change the currency standard. I'm sorry, custom. We're going to remember we're going to do one decimal. We're going to keep it in the thousands just to be consistent. And I like the way that looks. I want to bold my font and bold it. Great. Now here I'm going to right click in here, format, columns, rows. I actually want to format. I want to format the actual pane. Format. Okay. Format the pane right here. So to format the pane, right click on it, the row up here. And what I want to do is I want to make sure my font is bold. This doesn't look bold. Right click, edit access. The axis, not the pane. I want to make sure it's bold. It is bold. For some reason it didn't look bold there. This is unnecessary, so I want to hide it. And this I want to I want to I want to format that as well to be consistent. 12 and bold. Great. I think this is good. Let's see, the name looks okay. And I think these rep names, the names are small. So to be consistent, let's make sure, I'm going to click down here. Make sure you're editing the axis. The axis. Format. Make sure I'm in there. I'm not clicking where I'm supposed to. Okay, you know what? Let me go up here to the rep. And I want to format. What I want to do is format down here. I want to format the axis and not the pane. I need to get down there. Let me try this again. Format the pane. 12 bold. Interesting. Okay, well, this looks a lot better. Only thing that I was trying to do, I was trying to format these names at the bottom. And I can't seem to access it. Let me see, format. I'm right clicking. Got the pane. All right. Format. Well, okay, so I guess I'm just going to have to stay where I'm at. That's something for me to work on and figure that out. How do because I did it just fine here, edit access, and down here, I want to click and make it highlight down here at the bottom as well. And that's not what I wanted. What is this? Is this undo? Replay animation. That's not what I want. All right. Well, for some reason, I just can't seem to get the access to come back. All right. So the region, the labels. Maybe if I put control rep onto the label. No, I don't want to do that.